Welcome back. We will now take a closer look at OneDrive and what it offers. Let's start again by opening up our browser and going to our district homepage, www.region18.org. Again, we'll go over to Quick Links and Office 365 portal. We've already had our overview, so we're going to go straight into OneDrive, again, which is located up top in your menu bar. And you'll see it brings us directly into my OneDrive Documents section, because this is my account. Again, OneDrive is your personal online space to create, save, and share documents available to you anytime and anywhere. Right now, we happen to be looking at various documents and folders I created in my OneDrive. How did I do this? I simply clicked on New, or the plus sign, and you'll see the list pop up with Microsoft Web apps that are available to us: Word, Excel, PowerPoint. I can also create a new folder and even an Excel survey, which could be useful in collecting feedback or data from students. So let's start first by creating a new folder. I'm going to click on New Folder, and it will ask us to name the folder. U.S. History Period 1. I'll click Save. You'll notice the folder structure and file structure is alphabetical. Next to the name of the folder, will tell you when the folder was last modified or edited. This just says a few seconds ago because we just created it. And the last column tells you who the author of the document is. Just some basic information. If I open up the folder by clicking on it, the folder obviously contains nothing because we haven't created or downloaded anything into it yet. So let's look at how we can do this. My first option is to click on the New button and select what I would like to create. I could create another folder if I needed one. However, for now, I'm going to create a new Word document by clicking on Word Document. You'll notice it takes us right into the newly created document, as it looks and feels just like the full-blown Word program that's installed on all of our computers. However, this is the Word Online. I'm hovering right over this up top in the left-hand corner, the Word Online version. Simply put, this means that you can use Word within your browser online. You do not need to have Microsoft Word or Office installed on your computer or any computer or device in order to use Word Online. Word Online, as well as the other online apps like Excel or PowerPoint, are fully functional and will allow you to complete your work professionally. A few quick items to note. You'll notice at the top it says Document. This is by default. I'm hovering over it now and it says Rename File. This is where you can name or rename your file. It's that simple. I simply click onto that text and start typing. And it will save automatically. You'll also see at the bottom where it says Saved, and I'm hovering over that. Anytime the document is edited, you'll notice at the bottom it will say Saving, and then it will say Saved. So if we begin to type, you'll see quickly below it says Saving, and that will turn to Saved. This occurs because OneDrive will auto-save every 1 to 2 seconds. So the days of you having to go to File and Save or Save As are over when using Word Online. Anytime you type or make any change to the document, it will save automatically. Okay, let's go back by selecting the back arrow into our folder, and you'll see the document we just created and worked on. Again, we called this test document. I'll hit my back arrow, and it will bring us back into the folder we created. If you don't see anything listed here, you can simply hit the refresh button for your browser. It's asking me to continue, and I will. And there it is. So that's one way to create a new folder and a new document. Another way is to upload a document by simply clicking on the upload button. As you can see, it will ask you to choose the location of your file, and it will bring you to a familiar window and essentially ask you to locate the document you want to upload. So for the purpose of this, let's just go to my desktop and locate a file that we can upload. I'll select open, and very quickly it will populate into this area, this folder that we designated. Okay, and yet another way to bring files into OneDrive is to simply click and drag. For example, I'm just going to minimize this window, or actually make it a little bit smaller, and you'll notice as I drag into the location on this web page, a box will appear that says drop here. So let's say, for example, I just want to grab this document, and I want to bring it into here. You'll notice a rectangular box that says drop here because it recognizes that I want to drop something onto it, and I will simply click, drag, and let go. And as quick as that, you saw it upload briefly. Now the document resides online in my OneDrive space. Unfortunately, you can't drag an entire folder into OneDrive yet, but we have a simple workaround we will be sharing with all of you in the very near future. So that's essentially how you can create files and folders within OneDrive. If I click on the back button up top, it will bring me back into my documents, the root of my documents area, where we originally started. And finally, you'll notice on the left-hand side, the My Documents bar is highlighted because that's where we are. Another important section right here is called the Shared With Me section, and that will be covered more closely in the next section, but it is very important. Thank you for participating in this session as we've taken a closer look into OneDrive, learning how to create and edit documents. Our next session will focus specifically on sharing documents using OneDrive. Thank you.